it me? I think it's me. Fuck him.
Can you hear me?
I can't get any.
Can you hear me, bro?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Do you hear anything?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. You can hear me.
Okay, maybe. Let me see. It started on mine, I think. Can you hear out there though? Can you hear the? No, I'm not. My thing's not starting. Oh, okay. Yo, what's
What up?
happening? GQ,
What
can
up?
you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. Can you hear me? Am I good?
Um,
No?
okay.
No? You
You
can
can
hear me?
hear me. I can't hear anything.
Wow.
What's happening? I cannot hear you, GQ. I cannot hear
What
me.
up?
I mean, I can hear myself right
Can
here,
y'all
but I
hear
can't
me?
hear on here.
D-Menace, can you hear
And
me?
I
Can
can't hear
anybody hear
you
me?
at all, GQ. What's happening, everybody? I'm sorry, we are having slight technical difficulties right now.
That's the
So
crazy.
let's see if I'm trying to figure this out here. Hello, microphone check. Microphone is coming up on that.
Well, they can
And
hear
D
both
Menace
of us.
says he can hear both of us. Tamika's in the building. Everyone can hear us. I just
All
can't
right.
hear shit. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
GQ, can
shit.
you hear me? Yes. I cannot
Mm-hmm.
hear you, and I cannot hear me though. So this is
Hmm.
interesting. GQ, you take over for a minute. I'm gonna pop out and pop back in and see if that helps. All right.
All right. All
And
right.
just start off the show, or I'll just start something off. We're down to the final four. We're to talk about what's going on, who we got. Do we care? We don't really care too much. Stuff like that. And then we're going to talk about possible new Raider quarterbacks, who we want. Aaron Rodgers is getting big plug now. They're talking about him a lot. Anyway, take over for a minute, GQ. I'm going to pop out, pop back in. Hopefully that fixes it.
Well, getting into the NFL stuff. Before all that, what's up, Raider Nation? I know we having some technical difficulties. We here at the homestead. I'm here just chilling, having a great weekend. I hope, or having a great week. Starts the week. I hope everybody starts the week is going good. Can you hear me, Thor?
I got you now, bro. I got it.
Oh,
I figured it out.
oh, oh. Well, we working.
Okay, we moving now. We moving, baby. We moving. Right on for holding it down for a quick second, my brother.
Oh yeah,
Um,
let's get into some pleasantries
for
with the
sure, for
people out
sure.
there.
Q just texted me. He's almost home. So he'll be hopping in here in a second for sure. Um, so Tamika, what's up? Mrs. Newsom is in the building. D Menace, my brother. Raider Nation Network, the homeboy Dirty in the building. Thank you, sir, for being here. And I know a few people always tell me they watch, they just can't comment from their phone or wherever they're at work and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So we appreciate all y'all being here, man. Quiet Q, I know
Everybody,
you working on getting home so you can get here, my brother. Um, so we're down to 4 teams, GQ.
Final Four.
It's very similar. 3 of the 4 were in the same position last year. Obviously, it's a rematch with KC and the Cincinnati Bengals. KC Queefs and the Niners are in there again, and they are playing the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles, the only new team from last year's Final Four, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So we did our little You Pick 'em show or whatever last week. And so on this, I titled it "Totals." One of the after the original title was "Totals of the Devil." Um,
Mm-hmm.
as a gambler, Q knows that, and Q's almost home for sure. What's up, Jaime in the building? And the totals were the devil for us this week. I actually, like a dummy, try to get too greedy and threw totals in. If I just took the 4 teams I said with the point spread, I would have hit all of them. But
Mm-hmm.
I got greedy with the totals, the over unders, and that was no good. So my bad. But if people would have listened to me and just bet whatever teams, they'd have hit all 4 of those. So hopefully some of y'all won something and didn't get greedy like me. I really thought that let's see, we can go through all these games real quick. So we had Jacksonville.
What up, Jaime? What up, big dog?
What's up?
No, I was just saying what's up to Jaime. He was
Oh
saying what's
yeah,
up.
Jaime in the building.
Yeah.
Suave, my brother,
Yes,
East
sir.
Coast,
Suave.
Cuban squad in the building. What's happening, Corey, my brother? The first game was Kansas City and Jacksonville. I really thought totals of the devil, exactly, Q. I really thought that was going to be a much higher scoring game. I did predict KC was going to pull it out and win by 7. And they won by exactly 7. I just thought it was going to be a lot more points by both teams. But like we say, totals of the devil. So they're there. KC is going back to play the Bengals, who honestly thought the Bills would win the game. I didn't think they would cover. I thought 6 was way too much, but I thought whoever had the ball last was going to win. Didn't really come out that way either, but the Bengals covered and they also won. So they're going. I think they have a huge chance, and we'll get into that when we do our picks, but I think they have a huge chance because if you watch that KC game, you saw the Fraggle get fraggled around a little bit there.
Yeah. He's a little gimpy.
Man.
He's a little gimpy.
Man, like I don't wish injury on no one, but I ain't sad when I see the Fraggle limping around, man. It is what it is, man. He's in our division, so
and that made a difference too. It made a difference in the game. It did. I seen it made a difference in their play, that the speed that they're playing at. You know what I mean?
Yep. Hey, Vega in the building. What's happening, fam?
What up?
Cuban squad in the Cuban squad. Cuban squad, you know what I'm saying? Them New York, East Coast, cigar smoking homies out there, man, representing.
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, I'm just not, I'm not gonna root for KC just off top. So you already know it's gonna for me just off the basis of that alone. I'm running with Cincy, you know what I mean? But I do think that they have a great opportunity, like like he was getting ready to go in on that. You feel me? I do think they got a great opportunity. For real.
Well, yeah, I definitely think Cincinnati's going to win that game. I do. And
is it in KC?
Not because of the Mahomes injury. Cincinnati has beat Kansas City in Kansas City 3 times in the last 2 years. Hey, I don't know what else to say, but if that ain't enough, I mean, and you got a little gimpy, what's his name there, Fraggle. So, and Cincinnati's pass rush is coming, man. Their offensive line, which was a joke, and so I'll bring this back to the Raiders. People talk crap about Cincinnati's offensive line. You know what? Joe Cool stood in there last year, got sacked 8 times in that championship game.
Yeah.
And battled through and found a way to win that game and and you know what? Now that offensive line is getting a little older. They're getting a little better. You got Joe Cool still back there, and he coming, man. So
their O-line still ain't that great.
It's not, but it's better than the worst in the league that it was last year. And so when people talk about how bad our offensive line is, it wasn't nearly as bad as that one was. Nah. And our offensive line is getting better. Actually, I want to say our offensive line is like 10, 11 in the league.
They are.
So don't give me that excuse that our O-line is bad. You know what I'm
They
saying?
are.
Like,
Exactly.
that's insane to me. No excuses. We
So
just lost
again,
games, man. We just
again,
lost.
that goes back to expectations, right? Expectations of production, right? So it has nothing to do with any sole person, but when you're talking about the unit is led by a person, right? And that person that is led by has to move the unit. So when you're talking about the O line and the production that they had, the statistical production that they had, and so okay, we got an O line that's 10-11. We got the number one receiver. We got, you know what I mean, the number one running back. You feel me? We got a tight end that's, even if you want to say he's a top tight end, but he played average this year. You know what I mean? He played decently this year. He was hurt, whatever. Renfro, but the Matt Collins, the weapons was, you still have the weapons, and you have a line that's playing decent, and you have the top running back. So then why is it that the offense is not looking like, you feel me, what the production should be? So that to me was
Right.
the issue.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with that. And I'm gonna follow up on that in a quick second. I'm gonna address what Dirty's talking about here. That's BS. That they both built the offensive line because that's what they could build that offensive line all they want, Dirty, sure. But you know what? They went into that game with 3 starting offensive linemen out. And so you know who they had to throw in? They had to throw in backup lineman who was probably lineman that was there that been so. I don't want to hear the offensive line excuses. I don't want to. I'd like our offensive line to be the best in the league, but I want our defense to be the best in the league. I want our quarterback to be the best in the league. I want our receivers. I want it all, but that's not you. That's damn near impossible. So I just don't want no more excuses. I don't want no more excuses. You gotta score points. Part of it is coaching, part of it is position, part of it is execution. If you look at the Buffalo Bills, who I honestly believe were a better team than Cincinnati, and I said that going in, but I thought Cincinnati would be around there because of experience of last year and because of heart, because I don't know if Buffalo is coached that well. I think they play at a different. I just don't think they play smart per se. Like there's times on 3rd and 4, and they're taking full on bombs down the field late in the game, and I think they need to be getting first downs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I just think they think they're so much better than they are, and it makes them not play a smart game. And I think it makes the coaches also push them to not play a smart game.
Yeah.
Dottie, what's happening, Raider? Dottie
Shout out
in
Raider
the building,
Dottie.
OG status.
What up in the building?
So yeah, and I believe Kansas City probably is the better of the 2 teams, but I don't know if they're that much better. I think I heard someone say, I can't remember who it was who said this, that Fraggle is the most scary, athletic kind of quarterback out there, but Joe Burrow is the best quarterback with heart and smarts to go with it. I can't remember what I heard that on, but I really thought, yeah, I like that. Like,
Well,
so,
it's real important. It's real important in the postseason. You know what I mean? To always realize that it's not about who's the better team. It's about who's the better team that day. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
right. That day.
That day. You know what I'm saying?
Melissa, Corey's saying what's up and tell the fam. Hey, and Corey, man, we got to get back out there. Hopefully, we got family stuff going on in both coasts right now. So stuff we got to deal with out here, and we got to get out there and stuff. But thank you, brother. Thank you. And if Melissa didn't see that, I'll let her know for sure. And hopefully, we get to kick it if we can get out there. Corey, miss you, my brother. We'll smoke a cigar and hang out and talk some Raider football. And hopefully, we can be talking next year about Raider football in the playoffs, man. For real, about going deep in the playoffs, man. Because I really still don't think. Um, I really don't think we're that far away, man. I think we're execution away. I think we're one or two pieces away, and everyone executing. Um, again, I'm tired of a lot of the excuses, but I feel like we're getting close, and we're closer than people think, man. We had a shitty record of obviously a 6-11, but I mean, all fucking 5 or 6 losses where we were up fucking double digits and going into the fourth quarter or some shit. Fix the D, fix the whatever, and I
Yeah.
don't think we're that far away from being that team battling. Um, and so I guess the main thing is probably, well, obviously it's the biggest thing in football, the quarterback position we're gonna have to address.
Right.
Um, and so with some of the playoff losses or some of the teams that didn't make the playoffs are gonna bring names that people are thinking are coming over to the Raiders. One of those is TB12, who I really hope does not come. But if he comes, he comes. There's nothing I can do about it. Another one of those, and this is the name that's been getting a lot of today. There have been a lot of talk of, and that's Aaron Rodgers. I love Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if I want Aaron Rodgers to be on the Raiders. I love Aaron Rodgers. I'm from Berkeley, baby. I'm from Berkeley, man. Aaron Rodgers at Cal. You know what I'm saying? So I love
Well, I
AR, man.
mean,
He's a Bay dude.
Devontae Adams played his best football with Aaron Rodgers, so
Well, of
you know
course, of course, of course.
there's
But
that.
yeah, but at that time, Aaron Rodgers was his best, his most like athletic, perfect, whatever self. So of course, yes, he did. Devontae is to me still that peak athlete, and Aaron Rodgers is now maybe content with life. I, and I wouldn't mind Aaron Rodgers
He,
if
he
the
could
price
he
tag
could also
wasn't
just
so
not
high.
like he could also just not like his situation either. You know what I
That's
mean?
true too. That's
I
true
don't.
too.
I mean, I don't see him like he's not like purposely trying to lose nothing like that. But I'm saying his demeanor and shit, he could just not like his situation either. Like you
Right.
said, he is from the West. Just like everybody said, oh yeah, Tom would love to come. Why wouldn't he want to come to the West? He's from the West, and it's sunshine and it's Vegas. Well, that holds true for Aaron Rodgers too. You think he would rather not be in the sun than the goddamn snow? You know what I
True.
mean? But um, again, for me, obviously the quarterback position matters. And who is running the helm matters and all of that. But I'm still going back to like what we said originally. Like we need to fix the positions that need to be fixed. You feel me? Be able to have a sturdy defense, get that right tackle. I mean, or get that guard. Excuse me. Who's going to look at? I mean, you might need a right tackle too, but looking at the youngsters, seeing what he do or whatever. But getting that solidifying that guard spot up if we're going to do like a line spot and defensive tackle, our linebacker room, I think to me is really what is most important need to be addressed. We get ate up in the middle of the field by tight ends. Tight ends, Kelsey and you got Kittle and things like that, but
Hmm.
like like we our linebacker room be atrocious, bro. You feel me?
Atrocious, bro. Our
Um,
linebacking core is awful,
yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
awful, bro. So, to me, linebacker is the biggest need to me, man. Linebacker is the biggest need, bro. I would put it at bigger than quarterback, and and I know Dirty's over Brady over Rodgers any day. Hey, money wise, I would say yes because I'm no way I'm in hell I'd pay Rodgers that kind of money at this point. If he was 7 years ago, Rodgers, sure, but that was 7 years ago. So no way in hell. But I would be fine, like you were just stating, if we sew up all the other spots we need, linebacker, corners, interior defensive linemen, um, sewing up the offensive line a little bit. I'd be okay with running with Stidham again if we could sign him on the cheap, man. And I'm good with that, man. I think the linebacker, I think the linebacker position is just so atrocious. Like you said, the tight ends are huge in the league today, man. And
Yeah.
they are eating us up, bro. The middle of our field is, man. Like
Now
we, huh?
I wouldn't mind keeping Perryman either, but my only concern now is that because he did have this injury, right?
Injury, yeah.
And he was already a aging player, but he was playing, he was playing at high quality football, but with him getting hurt, now I'm like, okay, is that going to get re-injured? You know what I mean? Is that going to get re-injured? What is his comeback going to be like? So that's a little iffy situation, but I'm not going to act like Perryman wasn't balling. Perryman was it, you know we noticed the difference in the games, and again, we lost a couple of those games where we missed Perryman, what I mean, being there. You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, we got to do something about that linebacking room, man. Like that shit is it's just out of this world. How we just get gashed, anything in the midfield, short range. We just don't have that playmaker that's somebody's always open. You know what I mean? Crossing the middles. You know what I mean? In the flats in the goddamn seams. Like we is just like, how is this guy always open? How is someone like, you feel me? It gets frustrating. So definitely needs to be addressed. And the corners, corner situation.
The corner situation is bad, bro. It's bad.
Yeah.
Like who who would we say is our
So
best corner? Rocket Sin? I
so
mean,
yeah, he actually is, and he's actually a high rated corner.
no, he's not.
Injury, but
No, he's
injuries,
not. No, he's not.
injuries.
I heard on JT show today, you know where they have Rocket Sin rated in the league? In
Where's
the
that?
league. Huh?
No, I'm saying where.
Take a guess. What number he's rated amongst cornerbacks in the league? I heard
I
on
mean,
JT show.
how many corners in the league? Like 200.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shitload of corners.
Well, yeah, of course, of course. There's 32 teams in the league, and so you would
Correct.
say he's our best. So where is he rated?
He's our best corner for sure,
Yeah.
by far.
Uh-huh.
Um, let's say 17.
50. 5-0, bro. That's what I was thinking too. Bro, that is horrible. Horrible, horrible. And I don't know if that's a guess there, Dirty at 37, but according to JT, it was number 50. On what from whatever right from whatever thing JT was rating had they were rating cornerbacks on.
Yeah, but
And
that's crazy because he wasn't getting beat a lot though. He himself. There's plays where he's getting beat, but he wasn't getting beat a lot like that, bro.
right,
Like he was not,
right,
I
okay.
don't
And
know.
Nate
I
Hobbs
mean,
is probably a better cornerback in the slot as a slot corner. I mean, obviously, um, all this, all this kind of goes with you need pass rush, you need interior defensive linemen because we know that Max is a monster, but he's getting held every time, right? He's not getting
mhm.
much help from anywhere else, so that's not helping them out. And then you get injuries. If you get an injury or something, you got someone playing out. I'm just saying that we need corners, we need
Meek,
linebackers, we
Meek,
need
Meek did,
all over we need
Meek did
all
step
kinds
up a lot.
of everything.
Meek
Everything
did
on
step up a
defense.
lot for sure.
What's that?
No, I was saying Meek did step up a lot for sure.
Oh, Meek,
Meek
yeah,
Robertson, he stepped up a lot for sure.
right.
Um, Hobbs was supposed to be better, look better, from coming off of last year. And like you said, it could just be, positioning,
Yeah,
where they got his responsibilities, but we was hoping was gonna be like the top corner because of what he was coming off of last year. And it was like, okay.
right.
But it didn't exactly look. Look, and then he was battling injuries too. You know what I mean? That he had a club on his hand for a long little minute. I forgot what happened to his hand, but you remember he had the little club, so that affected him. I actually seen games where it's pivotal moments he was trying to make a tackle and couldn't. You know what I mean? Couldn't wrap up properly and shit like that. You feel me? All that. But yeah, we need better corners for sure. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, bro, I just to me, and Will Garcia, my brother, more Cuban squad in the building. What's up, baby? Um, again, to me, we just need to just defense, bro. Defense. Draft a quarterback, bro. Draft a quarter. I don't want to pay Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to pay a Tom Brady. If you look at the league, right? All these teams that are going deep in the playoffs got young quarterbacks. You know who's the old one? Patrick Mahomes, and he's young as fuck.
Well,
Right?
the oldest quarterback just got eliminated. That'd have been Dak, right?
Yeah, well, Dak is garbage, bro.
I'm saying, no, I'm saying Dak was the
I know.
oldest.
Right,
He was the oldest one left, right?
right.
And
So,
he got put out by Purdy. He just got put out by Purdy. You feel me?
by Mr. Irrelevant, right? Well,
You know.
he got put out by that Niner defense, man, because the Dallas defense actually played pretty good against Purdy that game, and so let's get into these games coming up. Speaking of, if we're gonna go there, I really think Philly's gonna mollywop motherfucking Frisco now, bro. Watching what I watched this week, I mean, Frisco won against a whack ass Cowgirls team. A whack ass team. I was way off on that one. I thought the Niners were going to score 40 something. They ended up scoring 19. Lord have mercy. And they won and covered because the spread was only 4. So I thought the Niners were going to win and cover easy. They barely won and covered, but they won and covered. And Dax is 29 and he's the old dude because all these cats is young, bro. All these cats is young, man.
I got Philly too in that one.
I got Philly in that one, bro. I know that yeah, Philly is legit, man. Philly is legit. And I know Dirty was saying Cincinnati and Niners repeat and hopefully Cincinnati gets them. I hear you. I could see that happening. I mean, anytime you got a defense like the Niners, you got a shot to go. But no rookie quarterbacks ever got past this level, as far as I can think of. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think. I think Philly's Niners defense is really good, but we exposed them a little bit, which makes me happy. We exposed them a little bit in week 16 out here. And the Niners D. So and you saw that a little bit with Seattle in the first half, but now they're actually going to play a good quarterback with a good team with a lot of weapons, and I think they're going to be able to spread them out, throw the ball a lot, and I think they're going to pull that game out, man. I think they get that one, and
as long as
it's Philly myself.
As long as Jalen Hurts don't take no big hits,
right.
They gonna be all right. Because like you said, what made the difference, I felt like, and it's crazy whether or not he performed it, the right way during Kansas City game. But the thing about Stidham, he kept that defense off balance. They was getting pressure, but he was able to use his mobility. You know what I'm saying? To move around on their ass. You know what I'm saying? So, that if Jalen could take that blueprint, you feel me? Obviously he's way more mobile than Stidham is, and that could for sure be a problem. But again, with him doing that, it's just the fact of him not taking unnecessary big ass hits. You know what I mean? And and getting hurt.
Right, for sure. Hey, hold on real quick. We still waiting on Q, but the homeboy Big Mike Raider is in the building. He just got in. I talked to him a while ago, and he was like, "I'm trying to come by tonight." So let's bring the homie Big Mike Raider in. What's happening, my brother? How's it going?
What up?
Yeah, pretty good. How y'all doing?
Man, hanging in, bro. Hanging in,
Cool.
man. Different night for us Tuesday. Usually we do Monday, but I know Q had some shit going on last night, and I was beat up from partying way too hard this weekend. And so I just like, man, all right, Q, right on. It's all good, man. We'll just do it Tuesday or something. And now Q stuck in traffic. He said he was gonna be back, but he hit me up a little while ago. But I know how Bay traffic be, so hopefully he'll get it. Oh, actually, too funny. Actually, he just popped up. He just popped up. So we'll bring Q in right behind you, baby.
Hey, what's up, Raider Nation?
Yo.
What's your timing, bro?
What's happening? Let's get it.
Yeah, good shit, man. What's good, Q, man?
Man, all is good, man. Another day, man. Another day being a Raider fan,
You know.
Holding it down.
Yes, sir.
For sure, man. Me and GQ been just chopping up about the games, about possible new Raider quarterbacks. For me, I know I do not want Tom Brady and I do not want Aaron Rodgers. I'm good with Stidham and just fix the defense and draft the quarterback and draft all defense and see where it goes, man. It looks to me like when you look at these playoffs and you look at football, it's like a youth movement, right? Like Fraggle's the oldest quarterback left in the playoffs. GQ just brought up Dax was the oldest one until last week, and so these old hats, like the league is getting, and it has been for years, but it's just getting so much faster, right, and so much quicker. And everyone knows here when you was 23, 24, you was you moving. You start getting up there around 29 and you don't move as quick, man. I just feel like we need youth. So I don't want them old dudes. I don't know where you at with that, but
I totally feel you, man. I prefer not to have Brady. I always say Brady like my age, man. I'm 47, man. Brady like 45, 46, 47. It's tough, man. And then watching him in them last couple games and watching him this past year, I know he had a lot going on, probably mentally, but I'm cool. The only cool thing about if you did get a Brady, you don't have to give up draft capital. But if you go get a Rodgers with his high number, you got to give up draft capital. You got to give up another first,
right?
Plus, I like Stidham, man. I mean, I ain't saying he the answer, but like you just mentioned, get you a young quarterback out there, man, that can give him some time that can hit these dudes and build the defense up and not give up as many points and make some better plays. I know a lot of people said it was coaching. You can't lose big leads because of coaching, blah blah. I think it's execution players. The defensive coordinator, I know they don't have their players in, but you can't give up all touchdowns when the team get in the red zone. That something on there has to be the position those guys are being put in.
Yeah.
Watching Cincinnati, man, the way they played Mahomes the last few times, watching them against Buffalo on the road give up 10 points.
10 points?
They got a couple players I know on their defense, but it seems like a nice scheme, and they got some athletes over there.
Yeah.
So as far as the quarterback goes, I would like to probably run with Stidham, me personally, and then draft somebody and be better everywhere else because we got weapons. Yeah, I think Brock Purdy with the Niners has shown that you get a quarterback in there that doesn't get rattled, give him a little bit of time, and keep that running game going. And we got weapons.
Yeah,
and he proved against the Niners defense that he could do something. He got some potential.
Yep. Yeah, it's a lot to be said for a quarterback that's cheap and is coachable and is a right fit in a system. Mm-hmm. You look at all the teams left in the title game besides Patrick Mahomes, they're all still on rookie deals. You know, so
Right.
when you have the rest of the guys on rookie deals, you can build around them and build a full squad. So with you know, if we do stick with Stidham knows the system. He's coachable. This is something that we've seen already. He can run this offense, and if you build a team around him, hey, you know, we might have something. We saw in 2 games, Stidham didn't look too bad. Now the second game he wasn't looking that great, but you can argue he looked just like how Derek Carr looks in a bad game. So, you
For
know,
a lot cheaper.
for a lot cheaper.
For a lot cheaper. For a lot cheaper,
You know,
bro.
And
And
that's
then
the
Thor knows-
thing.
To what you're saying, Thor knows probably my 3 biggest words, man. Young and hungry.
Young and hungry, bro.
Young and hungry, trying to get paid.
Yep.
Mhm.
When you get them already paid dudes, they're eating a couple more steaks and drinks with umbrellas in them, man. I don't know if they, you know.
Hey,
Yep.
when you start drinking
True.
foo-foo drinks, bro, it's time to hang it up, bro. It's time to hang it up, bro.
Yo,
Like
That's
the
true.
motherfucker.
Hey, right on, D Menace. D Menace said, take your shot, nations. That means hit the like button, man. Tell your people, hey, it's
Yes,
National
sir.
Beer Can Day. It's National Beer Can Day, man. It's a good day for the Raider Nation Drinking Club, man.
Beer cans.
there you go.
National Beer Can Day, man. I saw that on the news. I was like, man, they got a national something day every day. Oh, they be making that shit up however they feel in the morning, but I'll take it.
Right.
It worked out for the Red Nation Drinking Club. I said, sounds right.
Right.
Man.
Most deaf, man.
You know, it's I was talking to a friend about the same thing. Like, you know, yeah, Tom Brady would be a good idea if, you know, because you do get the Brady factor. If you do bring Brady in, you bring other things with him. You know, guys that want to take things for a lower pay cut, you know, just to win for that 1 year. That is the upside to bringing in Brady, but it kind of brings me a little bit of pause when you see how he played the last game. You know, he kind of looked like Derek Carr to me. You know, throwing the ball away too early, and you know,
old.
Yeah,
he looked old. He did. He just looked old.
He did, but shit, you never know. He might in the off season go on one of them little special retreats he like to go to. Nigga, come back and be extra youthful and ready to go. Somebody
Hey,
said something
he'd
interesting.
be in there getting his blood taken out and put like young people blood in or something.
Right.
He got that money. He do what he want. I don't know.
Man,
Somebody said something interesting to me when they said the fact that him in the divorce, you may think of it as like a distraction or he got other things going on in life and all that, but what about if he felt like because of divorce, now that he's free or he don't got that responsibility, whatever, he might want to come out and prove himself like, look, all right, well, all that shit is happened now. I ain't gotta, because the whole thing was my family sacrificing for me, you know, playing football, going and not being around. But okay, so now I don't have that situation. I could just focus on just doing this. Now I'm in Vegas. You never know. You feel me? Where's motivation might be. He might come out with that again. The Brady factor in when I mean Brady factor is he may not be playing as well as he has been this year, but mentally, he still really does have that killer instinct. He will be able to hold people accountable, players accountable, making people better, making people want to play harder, like, because he's going to get in your ass. Because at the end of the day, he still has that, you know, thing to win. It's not that I like him or love him or want him, but it's just a fact about him. That shit that Carr talked about having, you know, that Mamba mentality, that killer instinct. No, Brady really has that. You know what I mean? So I think too, to be able to kind of, I guess, excite younger players into like that, hey, we about to win the championship, and they'll listen to him like, okay, yeah, nigga, we got Brady. Brady said we about to win. Let's do it. I don't know. It's just wishful thinking, but I'm amongst the clan with go with the young guy, build around, you know what I mean, and let that be the cradle for him, because like you said, if you got the top defense and you got a good O-line and you got weapons all around, and anybody can play quarterback, right? All we need him to do is not fuck up.
Right.
That's it. You feel me?
Yeah,
You know?
that's true. Hey,
Yeah.
guys, what you guys think about Derek Carr getting traded? So a lot of those execs were saying that he was that they think that he's going to go to the Texans. What do
I
you
find
think
that
about?
hilarious.
Yeah, that's a bad situation for him.
That's a bad situation for him. And you know what? Once he's gone, I don't care. Whoever will give us the most draft capital or whatever, cool, we'll take it.
If
Yeah.
we can get something for him, I'll
If
take
we can
it.
get something for
Yeah.
him.
Whatever,
Yeah.
man. It
Yeah.
is what it
He's
is.
not going to find nobody. I don't feel like with all the terms that they listed, what he said that the situation has to be for him to agree to a trade to go somewhere with the organization being steady and sturdy and the management and the coaching being on the same page and having a good defense and being and having there's not one team that is all in on Derek Carr that has all of that put together and it's like, bing, here it is. Great organization, no problems in the front office, no, the owners and this. It don't matter. All the teams that he could potentially go to is just not the situation, not the person. So you're going to have to either settle for going to somewhere that maybe don't have the best defense or maybe don't have the ownership situation that's great with it's going to be something, bro. It's not going to be because
It's life.
Yeah,
it's
That's
life.
right.
It's gonna be
That's
something.
right.
Yeah.
We all want to go into a perfect situation, and where he's coming from, I get it. We've been dealing with a bunch of different coaches every year and a half, a bunch of different coordinators. I get it, but nothing's gonna be perfect. You're gonna have to still stand up and be a man and command the huddle, command the game, and take some shit over.
Yeah.
So all that sounds good. If we can get something for him, great. I wouldn't. I guess I've said it before. If I was him, I mean, I would not let him trade me and just go sign wherever I want to sign at.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a harsh reality for him to see what his value really is if he does that.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Q, I hear what you're saying, but if he does that, he's gambling. He's gambling, right? He's
betting on
gambling
himself.
that they're gonna. But
him and his brother obviously think he the truth. So
him and his brother think he's the truth.
Yeah.
To anyone else, I mean, hey.
I guess it's not up to
I didn't
us.
think he was a gambling man, though. I didn't think he was a gambling type of dude right there, man. I don't know.
if you want to take the 35 for show, then yeah, give up. Let us get a couple of assets back.
Yeah.
Let us trade you. But if you think you can go get $20-30 million a year somewhere and sign wherever you want to sign at, yeah, more power to him.
With a good organization, with the front office and the coaching being great and the defense being good and the
perfect place
team,
for him, honestly, I don't know if anybody's talking about it, but it's the Colts. They
they're
got a good
not.
defense. They got a good run game. I mean,
Their organization front office is trash. Their front office is going through hella shit. Their front office is going through hella shit over there.
Like I said, ain't nothing gonna be perfect, man.
Send us Brock Purdy. We'll trade you Derek Carr for Brock Purdy straight up, bro. I just said it right now. Right now.
Man.
Yeah, their organization is straight shit. You think our organization is man, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, B. Go ahead on.
Let's be real, man. The Colts is not worse than us.
No. Look, there's nobody worse than us, bro. When it comes to that, because we 2 decades down right now. Yeah, we 2 decades down. But that Colts situation, bro, it's not peachy at all. It's not peachy at all.
They need somebody to go in there and take command of that quarterback position.
Look, the Texans, their situation, their organizational situation, it's not great.
It's worse than the Colts.
They horrible. Now that's horrible. The Texans is horrible. From when they traded the wide receiver
D Hopkins.
Yeah. For a bag of Skittles and a 3rd round pick. Like yeah, that was
crazy.
Man.
Crazy, bro.
But I mean,
that for free. I don't know, man. Hey, we ain't worse than the Detroit Lions. Been worse longer than us, bro.
Yeah, their whole history. that's their entire damn history.
Yeah. The period. So hey, at least we got that. I don't know, man.
I saw somebody say earlier about the Waller and Renfro rumors.
Oh,
Me and
yeah,
GQ
Waller
kind of
Renfro.
touched on this at the end of the last show. I love Renfro,
Yeah.
but I hate his contract. When they signed him for what, 2 years, $32 million, I thought that was
32.
horrendous. Horrendous. And then he comes out and, I mean, he was injured. He got his caught cleaned a couple times and he missed some games. But
The difference
30
a difference a
catches,
Pro Bowl year
36
makes.
catches and 300 yards.
Yeah.
Even 70 catches and 1,000 yards. I need more. I'm just not paying slot receivers. And me and GQ went back and forth. And yeah, they try to find mismatches for bona fide number ones. Devontae lines up in the slot sometimes, but he's a bona fide slot receiver. And I just don't want to pay slot receivers, bona fide, straight up slot receivers, that type of money. If
Yeah,
they
he
can
don't-
trade
he
him,
Go for it, bro.
get that money off the books and get a draft pick or two or something, third round pick or something, that'd be great to me.
No, I was just going to say it's interesting, really, the fate of both him and Waller. Both of them niggas I won't say only got paid, but both of them niggas got paid because they were both coming off of Pro Bowl years. They both coming off of 1,000-yard years. They both was coming off of like crazy years and making a Pro Bowl, and then they both coming in this year injury issues, not being able to be productive, not able to be present. It's crazy. Both of them. That's very interesting.
And
Yeah,
then part of it is when you bring in the $30 million man, you bring in Devontae Adams. I mean, one of them is going to have to take a back seat. And just watching the games that Renfro did play, it was him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
I just didn't. 2 years,
I think-
$32 million.
I think that
70 catches
also
and 1,000 yards.
that also is a casualty of the person that's at the helm too. I think that receivers suffered
I
from
give you that to a point.
lack of. But I know I'm saying so a lot of some of that is because I feel like again when Stidham came in, you just see the ball movement, bro, was just different. You know what I mean? The ball distribution was just different. Like, you know, people was getting involved, and I'm not saying that Renfro and him, obviously he was involved. He got smashed to fumble the ball in Arizona, like nigga, he was involved. But it was the way that the movement is, the flow is, it was just different. You know what I'm saying? It was
I
different.
think Waller looked different with Stidham. I think Renfro looked like how he looked for 2022. 2 catches,
Yeah.
12 yards.
Yeah, I think he just don't fit in that system. And
That could
you
be
know,
it too.
yeah, and you know, he looked better under Gruden's system just because he was kind of given more freedom to do, you know, he runs those China routes where he can kind of shake you and kind of freelance what he wants to do with routes. He can't do that under the McDaniel system. He has to run the exact route as it's done and as it's said. And he's just not that type of dude. He doesn't have the athleticism to kind of just,
Which is why I don't even understand, because this new regime is the one that gave him the contract extension.
right.
So
Yeah. You would think they would know, right? Like,
yeah.
That's the problem. Is
Like
like
what Suave just said, Devontae wanted the ball. He's the top dude. Yes, he needs the ball, period. It was a couple games where he got 2 catches, 15 yards. That's unacceptable.
No. There was games when bro had 3 yards, bro. 3
that's
yards.
unacceptable.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's
3
bitching and complaining. Yeah. You go back
3
and look
yards,
at all
bro.
top receivers: Jerry Rice, Marvin Harrison, Moss. Them dudes want the ball. Yes, they want their fair share, of course.
Yep.
You could tell he was fed up at the
30 times. You target him 8. I mean that's cool, but it's enough. You thought about 30 times. Everybody should eat.
You remember when he said? You remember what he said in the press conference? That this is the frustration press conference. He said, "Look, you think just because I'm double teamed, I'm not open? That's you know what I mean. If you ain't gonna throw me the ball because you think I'm not open, then why am I even here? I'm Devontae Adams, pretty much, and I'm gonna be double teamed every time. Nigga, that don't mean I'm not open.
Right.
Throw me that shit. You know what I mean,
they're gonna
throw
roll
me that
over the top. They're gonna do all that. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And that's
big players make big plays at big times, right? So, motherfucking, let me have the chance to make a big motherfucking play. Period.
You feel me?
Period. That's
See,
it.
and that's the thing, though. You kind of tie it back to the quarterbacks, right? The quarterbacks you want to bring in. Can you trust a young quarterback, or can you trust a freshly drafted quarterback to know that, hey, Devontae Adams is double teamed, but you can still get the ball to him. I think only Brady and Rodgers can do something like that and be confident in doing it.
I think
You know what I mean?
with a young quarterback, there's a very big difference in open in college and open in the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, college you might be 3 yards open. You know, you might have your dude beat by 3 yards. And in the pros, man, he make that turn. He right there. He got a step on dude. He's open. You just got to have good ball placement. So to answer your question, a rookie, I'm not sure, and I think that's why Devontae wants a little bit of input on who's the new quarterback going to be, because I'm sure he don't want to come out there with a dude fresh out of college having to deal with that.
If that's the case, then we would have to go with Stidham, because Stidham would be splitting the baby, right? He's young, but he's not,
Right.
you know, he's not a rookie, but he's still a young cat. He knows the offense. He you know what I mean? He has that confidence, you feel me?
Yeah.
To be so he is the happy medium, you know, between having a rookie. You still draft a rookie and sit him behind Stidham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you feel me? You let Stidham run the helm. You let the young cat learn under him. You feel me? And that's how I honestly, that'll be the best. I feel like the best case scenario for us, all parties involved, like money wise and experience wise. You feel me?
It's a big question has been, you know, and a few years ago I was with him. Who are we gonna put back there? Who are we gonna put a quarterback? And man, you start seeing the Taylor Heineke's, the Geno Smiths, the Brock Purdy's. Man, just put these dudes in the proper situation, man. These dudes been quarterbacking their whole life. Get somebody, you know, who can hit the open receiver, man. I don't need him to make magic. It would be nice, but I need you to do a minimum, the basic stuff.
Yeah, you know, Stidham can do that. You know, he's an improviser. He showed he can improvise. He can take off when he needs to. One thing I would like to see him do, if we do keep him, is when he's getting ready to take off, to still keep his eyes down the field, because a lot of times when he was getting ready to take off, he committed to just taking off and not still looking downfield and kind of throwing the ball as he's running. A lot of those yards that like Mahomes and a lot of those scrambling quarterbacks do, they get those as they're running. They see guys open. They throw the ball as they're running. And if Stidham can get that done, bro, like we're set. That's the only problem I have with him.
I totally agree with you. I think that just the one on that was that 60-yard touchdown he threw against the Niners for that. It was a roll, like he got loose and he kept his eyes downfield. But some other times he just takes off.
Right.
And I think that's where McDaniels gets mad at him. Like, I don't want you to just take off.
Yeah.
Take off and look to down, still to keep your eyes downfield.
Yeah.
I'm big on 3rd and 4. A nice 5-yard, 7-yard run is awesome. To keep the drive alive, that's huge.
Yep.
But don't just take off just to be taken off, man. I think we got the athletes, we got the nice skill position players. I would like a little bit of upgrade over Matt Collins. I would like a little cheaper slot receiver, athletic dude over Hunter Renfrow. Some little tweaks, man. But I think we should be ready to go no matter what.
We definitely we got the people there, and in Stidham's defense on that, and I agree also on that. I think that, I mean, Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, and he's fucking a monster, and Stidham had one start in his career against the Niners.
Sure.
You know, so yes, I agree. But like you said, there was that one play where and he so you can't just be like expect all that right. Like he needs more. He needs And so, and again, I'm not saying Stidham is the guy. I'm just saying that
we only saw 2 games.
Huh?
We only saw 2 games.
2 games. That's true. Right. 2 games.
So it's a hard critique.
And we got to see if that's something that's in his repertoire. Because if it's not, then yes, it's something that would need to be developed. It's not that easy. Like that skill set of throwing on the run, throwing off the run, and being accurate and all that type of shit is definitely a skill. It's not just. I mean, because you play quarterback and because you scramble, you can now like some people, they can be running off the run and throw it. Some people have to stop, plant their feet, and then throw it. You know what I mean, to make sure that it's accurate. You feel me? So
And
it's definitely
to your point, and there's nothing like live bullets.
right.
He's been in the league a few years, so he's been in the system a few years, so he's, adapted the system. But in practice, you can't hit the quarterback. There's nothing like live bullets playing another team where they can totally try to decapitate you either.
Which is why we had the feeling about him that we did, because remember we saw him in preseason. We didn't see nobody else, but we saw them in pre. So we actually saw a lot of this out of him. Like, okay, even Chase Garber, we was like, okay, little young cats, they got some little game. All right, might okay. You know what I mean? And lo and behold, he come out, and then you're like, oh, okay, now he's playing in a real game against a real defense that's really trying to get after him. He's okay, all right.
Chase Garber, another Cal guy, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes,
and that's even gonna be interesting for next year to see that. In the offseason, they definitely gonna go. If he's still there, they're gonna look at him.
Chase Garbers didn't play with nothing at Cal, so you get him here. I don't know what his what his ability is. You just don't know. We got a lot of good weapons on offense, from Jacobs to Waller to Adams to even Renfro. This ain't college, but when you don't play with the great athletes, ain't nobody from Cal getting not this last couple of years getting top draft picks at the position spot. So the fact that he was even brought in, I just young and hungry, man. Young and hungry. They'll give everything they got. I love that.
Have you guys been hearing this theme picking up about the Jalen Ramsey rumors? What do I feel about that? Been hearing about Jalen wanting now, and the Rams not, being able to pay him for him. And he said he wanted to come to the Raiders the first time.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Me personally, man, and I love Max and Chandler Jones, the way he started playing the last few games before he got injured.
Right.
It's all about the pass rush, man. A good pass rush can make a okay DB look great.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, you can't just, I don't care who you are, you just can't cover people for 5 seconds.
No.
Right.
So I don't want to go and pay a cornerback. I don't know what his contract is, 15, 20 million. And once again, give up draft capital. I just,
that's where I stand.
If we was a piece away, if we had the pass rush and we needed a lockdown or whatever, okay.
But look, so then are we saying that we don't need any corners? And I know our corners are not the best, but if we're thinking about the ones that we got, Rock Ya-Sin, obviously you say his standing was what it was, but he was a decent corner, right? You got Hobbs, who was projected to be a decent corner. You got Amik Robertson, who came on to be a better corner at the end, right? So then we got Morik back there at safety, and then I think we ended up with Paulo Mao at the other safety at the end of the year. It came in. So, like, if we're saying we got that unit, but we got a stellar pass rush, then what's wrong with that unit? If our linebacking room is on point and we got the stellar pass rush, I feel like those guys are good enough that they ain't gonna be able to be holding all day. You feel me? And holding everybody guarding all day. But that unit, like, individually, you're thinking like, man, well, Rocky's saying he's maybe not so good in the zone, but he's a good man corner. Hobbs, if you put him in the slot or whatever, dang, he could be good.
This is my opinion. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let y'all go. I feel what you're saying. I'm more of get the pass rush going. To me, the perfect example of this is the 49ers. Yeah. To me, their DBs are trash. To me, they're opportunistic because they get pressure on the quarterback, and the dude got to get the ball out of there, so it makes them better. But just like when they played the Raiders, when you can hold off Bosa for a little bit, we had dudes running free all over the place on them dudes. So I just feel like, for me, I just would prefer to get a pass rush and D-line, some linebacker help before I spend big money on a cornerback. For me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was our biggest problem trying to go after the quarterback with the interior line. You know, if we can get some interior dudes to come in and take care of the quarterback, I think we'll be good. I would like to address the cornerback position, but I don't think it needs to be done with Ramsey. That's a steep contract, and we might have to give draft capital. You know, that's too much money for one guy for me. You know, we can get Rock Ya-Sin. He does the job decently, and you know, we bring in a second guy, put Nate Hobbs back where he belongs in the slot. We'll be all right. We don't need superstars to get it done at corner. We need guys that can play corner, but we need, most importantly, that them front four dogs to get after that quarterback. That's what we need. That's what we need.
I like where Max just came out and spoke like, no matter what, I don't give a fuck what the score is, what our record is. We need people that's basically on attack. I'm paraphrasing, basically on attack mode at all times.
Yep.
Yeah.
That want to get this.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's that's where I'm at, man.
I think I'm 100% in agreement, bro. I don't want Jalen Ramsey because I don't want the contract. To me, he's Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, or whatever of that side of the ball. Like I just don't want to pay that much money for that right now. You want if Q wants young and hungry, I want young and hungry also.
Yeah,
that's not young and hungry. No. So,
because dude, to me, when you go look at the top 10 cornerbacks, you know, and they numbers, and we all can make numbers do what they are.
Yeah.
But when you look at the top 10 corners, it's a few high paid cats on there, and it's also a few young and hungry cats on there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah. Hey, real quick, man. I think we finna get out of here pretty quick, but Dirty just popped in real quick. So we finna bring Dirty on for a minute. I'm probably
man, we got another 20-30 minutes in us, man. I was late getting here. That's my bag, everybody. I ain't even gave my predictions on the next game. I don't know if we doing another show this week.
We ain't done that yet. We finna do that. Dirty, what's good, man?
Dirty, I see you, boy.
How y'all doing? Salute.
Dirty.
Salute.
What's up, bro? Family?
Big Mike, what it do, man? Salute.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good, man. Good to see you too. Thor, my dude.
What's up, Dirty? What's good,
I
man?
had a chance to meet Thor. I met Big Mike in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I met Big Mike in Atlanta. I just got to meet GQ and Q.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
I've been watching the show, man.
You gotta get out of Vegas more, Dirty. We don't see you in Vegas, man.
Man, I mean, you would see me, but you be partying, bro. I can't even blame you, bro. I can't even blame you.
I don't know how you do it, bro. I don't know how you do it.
Hey, man. We've been doing this. No shout outs, no bad to nobody, but we've been doing this so hard. And when the Raiders was in the town, man, it was like when it was a home game, it was a party weekend. So whenever I see Thor, it's a home game, and you got cats coming in. It's a whole weekend type of event, man. We might be down for a couple days afterwards, though.
Yeah,
man.
We're a little older now.
Yeah,
but that's what it do, man. We gotta hold it down, man.
Got to, bro. Got to, man. It was that Friday night, bro. It started on Friday night, bro. I remember I used to go straight from FedEx Oakland Airport straight to the Colo to kick it with Grizz and them on Friday night.
Friday night, pull up with a brew and some drink, man.
Yep.
Saturday might hit the Hilton on Hagenberger, man, to hang out, get some X-Raiders in there.
Yeah.
And then
Econo Lodge, all that shit.
Econo, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Thor, man, I love that shit, man. Thor trying to give it, and whoever want to come and kick it in Vegas and try to get that real Raider experience, man. Thor trying to bring it every weekend, every home game for sure.
Man,
I got it. Well, I'll be in Vegas this year for sure, for at least one home game. My only thing is I won't be at the game.
That's all right. That's all right. We get it cracking, big dog. We get it cracking.
Me and my boy Loom, you know what I mean, who I do the Dirty Lunatic show with on Friday and Saturday night. the sketch comedy show. We doing a Airbnb. You know what I mean, in Vegas for fans who can't afford to go to the game, but
That's
can make it
dope.
to Vegas. You know what I mean. So you pay for a package that covers Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know what I mean. You know, we got a Taco Man coming through, bar. You know what I mean. But if you know what I mean,
Yeah,
Friday.
Dirty, tap me in. I mean, I know we far off. I know we way far off, but yeah, definitely tap me in. I'd love to tap in with you and whatnot.
So
For
we're
sure.
gonna do
I'll
something
make
that we're
sure I
gonna do
get out there
something
one
in
of them
Vegas.
weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, it's some spots out here, bro. It's some spots because that Niner weekend, it was some. The four brothers came up. They had them an Airbnb. They was like, "Fuck the game, we partying over here all
We
weekend."
gonna pick the cheap weekend. You know what I mean. We gonna pick the cheapest weekend, bro, that they play.
Whatever. Yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? So we can make it easy on people's pockets a little bit. You know. We
For
gonna
sure.
Yeah, we got
pick the cheapest.
some heat. We
And
got some heat
everything
this
is
year though.
easier. You know, the
Yeah.
schedule come out in April, so everything is easier when you know when you can do shit
Yeah.
in advance.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm going. I know I'm going to that Miami game. I just got to figure out when that is. I'm trying to hope that when the schedule come out, Buffalo either September or early October. So I'm trying to go to that one for sure.
Hey, we might
Yeah, because if
have to
it's
talk about
November,
that New York.
December, I'm
I'm thinking about hitting that New York shit too.
Hey, I gotta do a away game too, man. So let me know. You know what I mean?
We going to Miami for sure, Dirty.
Miami for
I
sure.
don't know if you
Miami is happening.
I'm not going to Miami.
What you say, Dirty?
I'm not going to Miami.
Okay, all right, well, all right, for sure.
I am a married man with 6 kids, bro. That is
I
enough.
feel you on that one, bro.
Hey, all I gotta do is go. Well, the boys want to go to Miami. No.
Wife
Just
coming with
she
me.
don't know. Tell her you're going to Jacksonville.
I will bring my wife with me, but we got a 9-month-old that just turned 9 months today. You know what I mean? So,
Nice.
I'm not trying to with
Yeah.
him. It's just-
Everybody got to figure it out for themselves. It's
you know
all
what I
good.
mean? Like when he can actually walk and you know what I mean, talk and tell us
Yeah.
what he wants. He's crying on the plane, you know what I mean, and getting on people's nerves. Because I'm one of the people I can't stand no baby. Hey, if it's a baby on the plane, put me on the next one, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
Put me on the next one, bro. I don't give a fuck how short this flight is. You're not gonna cry for 50 minutes on my way to Vegas, bro. Stop it. Stop it.
Shout out to you, Dirty, for with the 6 kids. I got 6 of them too, man. But my youngest is 13. I've been in the game for a long time. I'm going wherever, whenever, whatever's talking about what they're talking about.
That's
What's
right.
your oldest?
30.
30?
Wow.
30.
My oldest is 23.
For sure. I got a 30 and my youngest is 13.
My youngest is 9 months, bro. But I got a third.
Yeah.
I got a third.
Shout out to you, dog. That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
got
blessing,
2
though.
Yeah, oh yeah,
no doubt.
bro. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all the pappy.
me and my girl been together like 11 years. This our first kid together. You know,
That's what's up.
So
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
you gonna be in that snow? You guys gonna be in that snow if it's in Buffalo in like December?
Yeah,
No.
not me.
No,
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 I wouldn't.
yeah.
no. That's why I
Knock me
said I
out.
hope when the schedule come out, it's in September or early
Yeah.
October.
Right.
Tap
That's
me
a
all
deal
the way
breaker.
out.
That is
Only
yeah,
game
that's a
that's
deal breaker.
interesting me. The only
Man.
one that really interests me on the road is Detroit because they play.
Yeah, I
I'm fucking with
see that
Detroit,
too.
man.
They play inside. I want to see Detroit. I'm a big Ford fanatic, so you know me seeing Ford Field would be like off the chain for me.
I'd
Yeah.
fuck with Detroit. I'd fuck with Detroit, depending on when
So
it is.
it's like you know the
We'll
D.
be
Like
in
fuck it.
communication.
I would love to
Might
see
be
Detroit.
all right. Motown.
Yeah.
I like to
Motor
see
City?
different stadiums, man, but it got to be a little something going on. I've been to Detroit before. They got a couple cool things going on in the area.
For
I
sure.
mean, I might just take a nice little tour. Go see 8 Mile with somebody from the D. You know what I mean? Just take a couple pictures. Call it
Yeah.
that.
Oh, cool.
For sure.
Miami is a no-go. Buffalo, if it's not in the wintertime, you know what I mean? If it's early season, I'll go to Buffalo. Early season. You know what I
Early
mean? But
season, yeah.
anything
Hey,
after October,
it's crazy. We play all the New York teams this year. That shit's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
2 of them at the
everything
house,
we-
though.
all our away games are on the East Coast. Every single one of them.
Oh, we
I'm
might.
not going to
Hey,
New York.
what? I wonder what game we might play out of town. You see, they might send us out of town again, right? We might either go to Germany or London to play an away game.
If we go into Europe, I'm down to go to Europe.
Oh yeah, that's a different story.
That'll be dope.
It's either the Chiefs away, which I don't think the NFL would do that, just for ratings. But it's either the
They ain't
Chiefs
gonna
or
take
it's
the Chiefs in that game.
or I forget who the other team is because the way the schedule was,
Lions.
it was.
You can play the Lions overseas.
Yeah, whoever it is, it's their home game. It's our away game, but it's going if it's they said if it's the Chiefs, it's going to be in London, and if it's the other team, it would be in Germany. Whatever the other team was, I can't remember right now.
I don't even care. My biggest fan base is in the UK.
But I was thinking about that too. A UK away game, that shit might be lit too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That might be kind of cool, man.
Go to London. Mess with the Raider fans that's out there. You know they got the homies out there that's in Europe and shit.
Oh, they deep out there, bro. They deep out there.
Super deep.
Man, we everywhere.
Deep. Yeah. Crusader Raider and all
The
them.
Crusader, yeah.
I'm being 100 when I tell you my most views come out of the UK.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Really? Like
that's what's up.
I got a lot of views that come out of the UK, more than the US,
sure.
really.
Nice, for sure. Yeah,
that's why I was like, if we ever play a game in the UK, I told him I'll be over there. I'll come to the UK.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll know in April. We'll know in April. We'll know in April, man. Well, I don't know. I think we got about like 10, 12 minutes. You want to try to throw in some predictions for these games real quick coming up this week?
I'm down. Always.
I got something.
All right. So I go first. We know what Dirty like, but I'm gonna go with mine first. I'm gonna go. We'll go Philly and Frisco first, and I think Philly finna beat them dudes up a little bit. I'm gonna go 24-13 Philly, and then I think Cincinnati. It's hard just because we don't know 100% about Mahomes, but I think Cincinnati's going to win that game. I think it'll be pretty close. I think Mahomes will give it a good old college effort, but if he's not 100%, I just don't think they can win. And I'm going to go 27-24 there, Cincinnati. So I'm going Cincinnati and Philly in the ball. Fuck the Niners. Fuck the Niners. Fuck the Niners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, GQ.
I got the Birds. Like I said before, I'm taking the Birds too over the Niners. I think it'll be more to me. I think it'll give them more of a punishment, man. I think they're gonna put up like 28 on the ass, if not more. For some reason, I just think they're gonna stomp them out. But I'm gonna say 28-17 Philly. I got the Bengals up in there too. Because fuck the Chiefs. Outside of your boy Kermie walking with a limp, I feel like that Cincinnati is gonna give them a little bit of what they deserve. I'm gonna go 24. I'm gonna go 24-21 Bengals.
Okay.
Go ahead, Big Mike.
Man, hey, just first off, let me say fuck the 49ers, fuck the Chiefs, right?
Thank you.
That out there.
Let's start off, right.
Yeah, I have to put that out there, but I'm gonna say this, man. I think that both defenses for the Eagles and 49ers are number 1 and 2 in the league. So that's gonna be a dogfight from the jump. But you're splitting hairs, right? You got Sirianni versus Shanahan. I think Shanahan has a little bit more experience in being in these situations. So I got the 49ers winning this game 20-17.
Okay.
And then on the other side, I just think, this is one of those games that Mahomes could be like, hey, finally get the monkey off his back because he can't pass the Bengals for some whatever reason. He can't beat the Bengals. I think this might be the game where he kind of get the monkey off his back, and I got the Chiefs winning 34-30. I hate to say it, but that's how I'm feeling about it.
Okay.
For sure.
All right, Dirty.
All right, I will start with the Niners game as well. First off, I would like Big Mike, fuck Frisco. You know what I mean? But looking at this game, you know what I mean? When we, like you said, you're looking at the defenses. You're looking at 1 and 2. Frisco's defensive front is just a little bit more stronger than Philly's. And there's also a lot more tape out available on Jalen Hurts versus, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, even though I'm staying fuck Frisco, is a small remnant of like a Steve Young type player. You know what I mean? That guy who had that drive, that motivation, that ability to create. You know what I mean? He does that. You know what I mean? He checks all the boxes at that spot. Kind of reminds me of Brady a little bit. You know what I mean? When Brady got the chance to get out there and play. Same pick, you know what I mean? Mr. Irrelevant, you know what I mean? They're near the last pick in the draft. So for me, I feel like Frisco skates by this game. And I'm looking at probably I'm gonna say 21. No, I'm gonna say 31-28. 31-28 Philly. Robbie Gold knocks that through for the win. And moving on to the Chiefs in Cincinnati.
Robbie Gold from the Niners?
Yeah.
You said 31-28 Philly.
Yeah, no, I said Niners.
Okay.
Yeah, I said Niners. Yeah, I got the Niners winning that game. 31-28 Niners. You know what I mean? Yeah. Robbie Gold with the win. Now Cincinnati and Chiefs.
Woo!
Look, I don't think Kansas City's offensive line has an answer for that defensive front.
Yeah,
that Cincinnati got.
You might be right.
I don't think they have an answer for that. Them boys got after Josh Allen yesterday. They got after his ass, bro. And if Mahomes is not 100% ready to go, bro, you can kiss that motherfucker goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
You can kiss everything you thinking about goodbye. You know what I mean? That defense is no joke. That defense is even with an Eli Apple part of it, is motherfuckers like to crack jokes. Them motherfuckers still on their way back to another goddamn Super Bowl.
You know Didn't he end our season?
Look, hey, just because a player don't work out for you don't mean he ain't working out somewhere else.
Right.
And that boy on his way to his second Super Bowl after we done laughed at him and everything else, called him all kinds of names. You know what I mean? But hey, who laughing now? Just saying. I'm just saying, man. Like we can get into that conversation about that last coaching staff all we want, but that shit is gone. It is what it is. But I feel like if Kansas City doesn't have Mahomes, man, it's over. You know what I mean? You might as well call it a wrap. And you need the 100% Mahomes. You can't have the half-ass Mahomes, you know what I mean, hobbling on one leg, because these boys, man, they pinning their ears back and they coming after you. So if you can't get away, man, you just gonna get hurt even more. You know what I mean? So you might as well not even take that risk, because your offensive line, sorry to say, just not. And then you got the worst red zone defense in the NFL. The Bengals, you get them in the red zone, bro. Good luck. You talking about T. Higgins? You talking about Jamar Chase? You talking about Mixon? Come on, bro. Like, you can't stop their red zone if you the worst. So I got Cincinnati winning this game 34-13.
Woo! Nice blowout. Woo! Oh, take. I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Q ski.
Man, let's do it, man. So, number 1, number 2 defense in this Niner Philly game, man. Philly had the most sacks since the 85 Bears. I feel like I feel like Purdy got rattled a little bit last week, but they couldn't keep it up, and I think Philly's gonna put the pressure on him. I think their corners are better. I talked about earlier about the Niners. I think their corner's not great. They just live off the pass rush. But Philly got big game Slay, and they got Bradbury back there who could pick six you at any minute. Philly got the weapons on offense: Devontae Smith, Goddard, AJ Brown, Miles Sanders. I'm running with Philly. Score wise, I want to say 27-21. Don't be surprised at 31-13. That should be a really good game, though. This last game, man, with Cincinnati and the Queefs. Cincinnati beat them 3 times in the last 2 years, man. I don't know what they do. They got a great defensive scheme. I've never seen Patrick Mahomes so frustrated in my life. Like, frustrated. Like, 3 points. Like, that game in OT last year in the AFC Championship game, he was shook, and I've never seen him shook.
Yeah, that's true.
And now he can't run because their offensive line is still not great, and he still runs away and throws some ball underhanded and side-armed on the sidelines. I just think, like Dirty said, if he's not mobile, this is going to be tough. Like, it's going to be tough. And I'm biased in both these games. Let me just throw that out there, too.
Yeah.
And I'm glad somebody on the panel took the Queefs because I don't like when everybody.
Yeah, that was me.
I'm saying I don't like when everybody takes the same team. It seems like this is the one thing that scares me about this game. It's in KC. The Chiefs is the Bengals are kind of favored, which is weird.
Yeah.
So that's, as a gambler, that's kind of weird. And it seems like a lot of the public is on Cincinnati, and I normally go against the public, but I'm running with Cincinnati on this one.
Did Cincy have a better record than KC this year at the end of the year?
No.
Not if they're playing in KC.
No.
Well, now you remember I don't know how that canceled game affected where she was
even if Cincy would have won that game, they still wouldn't have had a better record than KC.
Yeah, they still have been a game behind, I think.
They still would have been a game behind.
Because Cincy started off slow, but everybody talks about
Cincy started really slow, but they won like 10, 11 in a row.
Yeah, because everybody talks about the Niners, but they like 12 in a row or something. But Cincy's up there with 10, 11, and they didn't beat some goons.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling Cincy 24-20.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I agree with it. And Cincy definitely ain't phased at Arrowhead. The whole thing is, it all comes down to Fraggle's gimpiness, and if he can get moving like he moves. If he can't, and if one of them motherfuckers fall on his shit wrong,
y'all know
it's a done daughter, bro.
And that's 1,000% right. I know they're trying to anoint him now on the big networks.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow is the truth, man.
Joe Burrow
is the truth.
Joe Cool.
He's cocky, man, but not enough to be an asshole. Yeah. He's real confident. I love it. Yeah. Coming to the thing with a meat coat on in a press conference, man. Dude.
This dude got to stay a Tiger from college to pros.
Yep.
Yeah, he got to stay a Tiger, bro. You know what I mean? He didn't change his swag at all. He coming straight from that with that LSU swag, man.
Mm-hmm.
And got his college teammate too to throw it to.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Let me just say
anything more than that? Can you ask me? Y'all won a national championship together.
Well, if you got your college teammate throwing with you, you should be throwing to that motherfucker like it's your college teammates, some shit that they doing. It should not look like what we had.
Let's just speak on this real
That's true.
quick. Just real quick sidebar. That dude was at LSU with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
God,
That's crazy.
No wonder they was putting up 60 a game.
Oh my
Them
god.
dudes, the wide receivers in their first 2-3 years in the league are like top 6.
Yeah.
Period.
Killer.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
killing it.
Killing.
That's
Killing.
crazy.
Yeah.
For sure. Crazy.
And then they had wait, no, he was there before. No, didn't they have Foster too? Wasn't Foster there with him at that time?
Foster Moreau, yeah, he was the tight end.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
And the defense. They had defense there too.
Indeed, yeah.
Defense.
They was like an NFL team.
Patrick Queen, right, was over there.
The Baltimore Ravens, yep.
Stingley.
Stingley, yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. They had
Yeah.
Joe Cool is the truth to me, man.
He the truth, bro. He the truth, bro. That motherfucker is the truth, bro, for sure. All good, man.
Youth movement.
We appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Big Mike, right on for coming in.
No,
30.
bro,
thanks for having me as always, bro.
Late, man. I'm glad you saw whatever. But
Joe Burrow definitely want to be
you,
on the
bro.
Cuban
Appreciate
squad
you.
smoking cigars.
Huh?
Joe Burrow definitely want to be on the Cuban squad smoking cigars.
Oh, Joe Burrow want to be on the Cuban squad. Bad, bro. He be out there with the stogie and the big fur coat and shit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker hard for that shit, bro.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
can come join Cuban squad whenever he want, man. So Def, man, appreciate it. Everyone in the chat, man, we love you guys. We appreciate you. Especially in New York, guys staying up all night with us and shit, man. I know it'll be late for y'all.
How's Ghost sliding on up in here?
So we have to do it today. I don't know. We'll see how we doing later this week. If we trying to do a full on just a straight prediction show or something, or if anything happened in Raiders news.
Tap in, give some more Raider content, man. I can talk Raiders all day long.
Right. Al's Ghost just
Future,
pulled in the building.
past,
We about to
present,
get out of here,
current, old, new, all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll get some more shit out there coming up pretty quick for sure. Either later this week or our regular Monday slot or something. But we'll talk about it, man. Much love, right on, my brother, and shit. Hopefully, we'll be back out there in the East pretty quick. Who knows when? Rock, everyone jumping in late. Rock was good. Al's Ghost, man. Appreciate y'all for sure. Rock, I might thank you. I might be in the Bay right after the bowl. I'll be in Reno for the bowl, though. We'll be in Reno for the bowl. Q, I'll holler at you later. We'll be in
Rock,
Reno
we was talking about away games, Rock, earlier. Let me know where you're going to be at, because I know you're going to be everywhere.
You know Rock finna be everywhere. Just kind of show up. You don't even know. All of a sudden, Rock be like, where y'all at? Y'all out here?
All right.
Damn.
Between Rock and Stella?
Man, bro. Stella show up in everything. Stella just show up in everything. I know where East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, don't matter.
Like, yes, sir.
For sure. Them motherfuckers, Chicago, wherever, it don't even matter. They be out there. But man, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And yeah, we finna be, doing what we can, baby. Yeet, for sure.
Nation or nothing, man. Baby.
Much love.
Nation or
y'all
nothing.
And Dirty. I'll probably fuck with you one of these days coming up when you on or something for sure. Right on, Big Mike, whenever,
Appreciate you, fam.
Oh, yeah.
Big Mike, man. The menu, big dog. Appreciate
nice
you,
to
Dirty.
meet you too, bro. Yeah,
all
man.
Right. All right,
hey,
y'all. We out of here. We out of here, baby. Nation all day. Yeet.
All day. Yeet.